Latest immigration news. Let's start first with the latest immigration news. Then I am going to provide practical tips on immigration, and I am going to provide some type of legal advice, pretty much raise some type of awareness around two topics. Okay. Again, my name is Bijoux Ngwanda. I'm an immigration lawyer based here in DC. However, I do have clients across the country and around the world because we are dealing with complex U.S. immigration law cases every day. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you are not new, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing. And please do not forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. If you enjoy the content, you go ahead and share, like, don't forget to comment below. Also follow me on all platforms. Links are in the description box below. Let's get right into it. What is the latest immigration news? The latest immigration news is that this Trump border czar by the name of Tom Homan, he provided some insight on what he planned to do on day one. He wants to create a hotline basically where Americans will be calling to report suspected criminals who happen to be migrants, okay? Child traffickers, labor traffickers, and any other type of criminals who happen to be migrants, okay? He wants that. According to him, the reasoning is basically that he wants the American people to be involved in the process so that they can fix illegal immigration and just really get rid of criminals who happen to be migrants. That's the number one news. Number two is just that we've heard, I'm pretty sure you've heard about it too. Trump is projected to sign at least 100 executive orders on day one. And when it comes to immigration, we already know mass deportation. The way he's gonna go about it is pretty alarming, especially if he invoke the Alien Enemy Act. That's just gonna be a disaster. But anyway, mass deportations, number one, and of course we have priorities, which I'm gonna talk about it at the end of the video. Then we have ending birthright citizenship. We have travel ban, banning asylum at the border, and then reducing the cap for refugees, and then start targeting those humanitarian programs to just get rid of them, and pretty much just, and then later on start targeting legal immigration, which he calls the chain migration. That's basically what he is going to be doing, according to what we read or heard on the news. Those are the two latest immigration news we have right now. Okay. Number two, I wanted to provide tips on immigration. Why? The reason I want to provide this specific tip is because of priority enforcement when it comes to mass deportations. I want to talk about it at the last as a last point, but this is let's just put it in the second point. Well, priorities. They talked about they are going to start with people who pose a threat to either public safety or national security. Public safety, basically, those are criminals with serious crimes. But remember that they just passed a bill in the House that's going to be affecting a lot of people because basically they're trying to include even minor offenses for the purpose of deportation, such minor offenses such as theft crimes, even shoplifting, those type of crimes. Okay, so it's not just going to be serious crimes. Once this bill passes the Senate, it's just not going to be serious crimes as far as priority enforcement are concerned, but it's just going to be anybody with criminal history, right? So And then the people who pose a threat to national security, those are the people such as terrorists, people on a watch list for terrorism or espionage, those type of crimes. And then we go to the last bucket, which is, and then border security as well, right? Those are recent arrivals, pose a threat to border security. Then we have the last bucket, people with existing order of removal. One thing they want to make sure is that they want to make sure that those people with existing order of removal be considered criminals. Okay, why? I'm going to explain why. The reason being it's because according to our immigration laws, federal laws, if a person has been ordered removed and failed to depart, they can be charged with a crime. Okay, and as long as they can prove that failure to depart was intentional, then they will be charged with a crime, then they'll be considered criminals. So basically that's what this Trump administration want to do, so that they can be targeted as priorities as well in terms of public safety concerns, basically people with serious crimes. That's what they want to do, okay? So when it comes to that, my practical tip is basically the following, right? Let's say a person has been ordered removed and never left. Please make sure that you have a lot of evidence showing that you did not depart because you couldn't. Maybe because of money, maybe because of the things that are still going on in your country, something that shows that it's not intentional, okay? Those type of evidence. That could be financial statement, that could be country report, country conditions reports, anything that is happening recent or old that might help you make your case in case that thing happened, because we're hearing a lot of things really that's going to happen under this Trump incoming administration. I just want you to focus, okay? This video is going to be long, but I just want you to focus on what I'm trying to say here. This might help somebody. So anyway, try to have all those things so that if they charge you with a criminal charge based on the fact that you failed to depart after being ordered removed, then you can defend yourself so that they can take out that charge under your belt, because maybe you planning to come back. Sometimes stuff like that, you know, because some people go out and they come back. They have family here, they have children, they might, you know, even if they get deported, some people really do return. I've seen that before. So, but if you have criminal charges like that, it might make it really difficult to return. So just make sure about that, okay? Another practical tips is the following, because Trump is planning to end birthright citizenship with an executive order. The way it's going to play out, we already talked about it. It's going to be challenged in court, and then after that, appeal, and then probably the Supreme Court is definitively going to hear the case and come up with a final decision, because they want to change. They want really to for that provision to be interpreted differently, okay? So that's the goal. And while they're trying to attempt to do that, what's going to happen is they are going to be denying a lot of people of their passports, children who are born in the United States with undocumented parents. So the practical tip here is that apply for the passport for your children. Just apply, get it expedited. I should have come with this tip a long time ago. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, but it's not too late. If you don't have birth certificate of your child, go get it. Because some people don't. You'll be surprised. It got lost or something. Go get it. Birth certificate, go get the children's passport and expedite those passports, okay? Because what we're going to see later is going to be a lot of denial. Just, yeah, do it, okay? So That was number 2. Number 3, what are we want to talk about? We want to talk about some advice, things that might get you in trouble if you are not aware. I want to talk about alien smuggling and alien harboring. Those are 2 different things, but almost the same. What is alien smuggling? Okay, let's start with alien smuggling. Alien smuggling is basically when you bring somebody in the United States, you encourage them to come here to the United States by illegal means. It's a crime. You might be persecuted. Not persecuted, prosecuted. Sorry, I'm already tired. Yeah, so avoid that. Avoid talking to people over the phone and say, oh, because some people will be telling their friends, oh, you need to go get some fake passport here and then go to Brazil and then you're gonna cross the border. Yeah, that's alien smuggling. Okay, so don't do that, because they're gonna be investigating a lot of those things. And alien harboring basically it's basically involved when a person is trying to help providing place to live, give them a job, give them a ride somewhere, concealing or shielding them from detection, transportation, and stuff like that. So what they're trying to say here is that if you're trying to help an undocumented immigrant so that they are not detected, that's a crime. So just be aware of those type of things. So if let's say you are, somebody who's undocumented, the only thing you can do is refer to that person to services that can help them. For example, immigration lawyers, associations that like nonprofit that work with immigration lawyers, stuff like that. That's something you can just say, oh, I don't know your situation, I don't know what the law says, but this is where I know people go for legal advice. As simple as that. But if you are trying to help them find false document, find stuff like that, don't do that. Don't do that, because the Trump administration really, they are trying to investigate a lot of immigrant, even the legal immigrants. Because remember, they're going to have a fraud section where they're going to denaturalize people. So just don't be involved in those type of activities, okay? What else I wanted to talk about? But anyway, we are going to be live as I promised. The only reason I'm holding on those live sessions because I really want to have something concrete, and we know he's going to sign 100 executive orders. We're going to be busy with live sessions. I am going to answer all your questions to the best of my ability, of course, right? And not to mention, if you need, meanwhile, you need a consultation, just schedule it. Consultation link is in the description box below. I know it's too long, but if you watch until the end, yeah, you get something from it. What else I forgot to talk about? That'll be all for today. Until next time, bye bye.